Twitter recently removed SMS as a two-factor authentication option for their free users. Why? Because it costs them money. A lot of money, according to Musk. But that's not necessarily bad news. Yes, two-factor authentication with SMS is still better than no two-factor authentication at all. But it's definitely not the best second factor. I've personally opted out of SMS as a second factor in favor of other methods. So in this video I want to talk about why, and then what we can do, what other options we can use. Multi-factor authentication, or MFA, is when a website or an app asks you to provide two or more methods of identifying yourself before they grant you access. These methods can include something you know, like a password or a passphrase, something you have, like a physical device that you carry with you, it can be a mobile phone or a smart card, or something you are, like biometrics, your fingerprint, your iris scan, or your voice. Typically, we see multi-factor authentication in the form of two-factor authentication, with the first factor being a password. What is the second factor then? For high security systems and for Hollywood movies, that second factor is usually something you are, biometrics. That's why we see in films the bad guy cutting the victim's finger and using that to open a door. Or it can be an iris scan, it can be a detection of my voice or my speaking pattern. More common in the real world though is something you have. And that can be in the form of a physical device that you carry with you. It can be a YubiKey attached to your keychain. Or it can be that bank card's reader where you put in your card and enter your PIN code before getting a one-time password. Or it can be your mobile phone where you install an app like Google Authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator, whatever, to generate one-time passwords every time you need to log in somewhere. Oh, and I forgot, it can also be an SMS that is delivered to your phone. But SMS is not very reliable from a security perspective. And here's why. SMS messages are delivered to your phone, to your SIM card. So an attacker could quickly take the card from your device and put it in their own phone, and then get your messages delivered to their own phone, if you don't have a SIM PIN code. Another way would be someone to try and trick your GSM operator into giving away a new card that is attached to your number. We see examples of this. This is essentially identity theft. There are also more sophisticated attacks like creating fake cell towers or SS7 attacks. You could also have a malware on your phone that is able to intercept messages and read them before being sent. Something else to note is that SMS messages are not end-to-end encrypted. Signal, WhatsApp, Apple Messenger all implement end-to-end encryption, but SMS does not. That doesn't mean that someone on the street can sniff the signals in the air and read your messages, no. But that does mean that your GSM is able to decrypt and read the messages before sending them over. So what should we do then? Well, I suggest going through all the websites and apps that you use frequently and make sure that you have multi-factor authentication enabled on them. If you don't, enable it now, and don't use SMS as the second factor, use something else. So what can we use instead of SMS as that second factor? Well, if you want to invest a little bit, you can get like a physical device, like a YubiKey, that you can carry on your keychain with you everywhere, and whenever you need to log into these websites, you just plug it to your USB and touch it and you're in. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. You can install apps like Google Authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator, or Authy, or there are many, on your mobile phone and use those whenever you need to log in. Both options are fine. It's a decision of, do I want to invest a bit more to make it slightly more secure, or do I want to rely on my phone being with me? Up to you. That's all I had for this video. If you have any questions or comments, please drop a note below and I'll make sure to reply. If you liked the video, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel so you see more of these coming. I'll see you soon. Bye.